Have you ever scrolled past one of those glossy ads, the ones of the huge celebrity, and just thought, does that really make anyone buy the product?
Or maybe you found a website, a blog post perhaps, that genuinely taught you something useful.
Yeah, exactly. And you instantly felt like you could trust that company.
Right.
Well, today, we're kind of pulling back the curtain on two totally different ways businesses try to connect with you. We're
diving into the high-stakes world of celebrity endorsements on one side.
And then contrasting that with the, let's say, quieter power of content marketing, providing real value.
Yeah, and we've looked at sources that really show the dramatic risks when brands tie themselves to famous names.
And also the surprising steady rewards you can get just by being genuinely helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So our goal here, to help you quickly get the core ideas behind these strategies, see how they play out in the real world.
And figure out what really matters when it comes to building a brand and, engaging with consumers today.
Okay, so let's dig in. Celebrity endorsements, they feel like marketing 101, right?
Absolutely. Been around forever.
Get a famous face, boom, instant connection to millions. Seems simple.
Well, the appeal's pretty clear. You leverage that existing fame, that recognition to build awareness for your brand, drive sales, hopefully.
It's that promise of instant cool by association, I suppose.
Exactly, that aspirational link.
But, and this is where it gets really interesting, I think, sometimes these deals just spectacularly blow up.
They certainly can. It makes you really question the risk calculation.
Definitely.
A really stark example is the Kobe Bryant Nike situation back in the early 2000s.
Right, 2003.
Yeah.
He faced those very serious allegations, sexual assault.
Mm-hmm. It led to a huge criminal trial, intense media coverage, just a firestorm of negative attention.
And yet Nike.
Mm-hmm.
They initially stuck by him. That seems counterintuitive.
It was a bold move. They kept him in campaigns, even released his branded shoes during all this.
Wow. And the public reaction?
Extremely controversial. Our sources show, significant backlash, calls for boycotts.
People felt Nike was, condoning the alleged behavior or just bad taste?
A mix of both, really. Some felt it was morally wrong. Others just saw it as a terrible business decision, a PR nightmare waiting to happen.
So what was the outcome for Nike?
Well, they did eventually end the partnership in 2004. They cited the legal troubles.
But the damage was already done, I imagine.
Seems like it. Some estimates put the cost in the millions from lost sales. And definitely a hit to their reputation, their brand image.
It really shows how fragile that connection can be when it's tied to a person's actions.
Precisely. And it highlights the lack of control a brand ultimately has over their endorser's life.
And the Kobe Nike case isn't like a one-off, is it? We've seen this movie before.
Oh, absolutely not. If you broaden the view, you see similar patterns. Think about Tiger Woods.
Ah, yes. The Accenture partnership.
Right. That dissolved pretty quickly after his infidelity scandal broke. Big long-term deal, gone.
And Lance Armstrong, too.
Another huge one. Multiple sponsors, including Nike again, actually, dropped him when the doping evidence came out and his Tour de France titles were stripped.
So the takeaway here seems pretty clear for companies, doesn't it?
It really does. Celebrity endorsements, potentially powerful, yes, but they come loaded with significant, unpredictable risks.
Brands have to seriously vet these partners and be ready to cut ties fast if scandal erupts.
It's a constant balancing act between visibility and vulnerability.
Okay, so that reliance on external fame, with all its risks, it makes you wonder, is there another way, maybe a more grounded approach?
And that's the perfect pivot to content marketing. It's a totally different philosophy.
So what is content marketing, fundamentally?
It's about creating and sharing genuinely valuable, relevant stuff, articles, videos, guides, whatever, to attract and engage a specific audience.
So instead of interrupting people with ads.
Exactly. You're inviting them in, you provide something useful, something they're actually looking for, and build a relationship based on that value, on trust.
And we've got some great examples of this working, right? Not just giant corporations.
Oh, absolutely. Some smaller businesses have built incredible success this way. Take Moz, for instance.
The SEO software company.
Right. Search engine optimization. They use their blog not just for occasional posts, but to become the resource. Incredibly detailed educational content.
Their Whiteboard Fridays were legendary.
Weren't they just? They basically taught their audience SEO. By doing that, they built massive authority and a really loyal following. People trusted them because they shared their expertise freely.
That's such a smart way to build credibility, become the teacher. Buffer is another name that comes up here.
Yes, Buffer, the social media tool. Similar approach, but with a twist of radical transparency.
What do you mean by that?
Well, they shared everything on their blog, not just social media tips, but their own business metrics, their salary formulas, their growth experiments, successes, failures.
Wow, that's brave.
It really was. And that openness, that honesty, it helped them attract customers, keep them loyal, and really cemented their place as thought leaders. It turned readers into advocates.
So looking at Moz and Buffer, what are the real tangible benefits here, especially for, say, a smaller business trying to compete?
The upsides are huge. First, increased visibility online. Good content gets found.
Right. Google likes useful stuff.
Exactly. Then, much stronger audience engagement. People stick around, they come back, they share it.
Builds that relationship.
Builds trust. Establishes credibility. You become the go-to source. Plus, and this is key, it's often way more cost-effective in the long run than constantly paying for ads.
So a better ROI potential.
Yes, often yes. Yeah. It's like investing in an asset that keeps paying dividends in terms of leads and loyalty. It's about building an audience that wants to hear from you.
So it sounds like content marketing is almost essential today. It's not just a tactic, it's maybe the way to build something lasting.
I think that's fair to say. It's about becoming that trusted resource, attracting people naturally and genuinely serving them. Building that long-term connection.
Okay, so we've got these two pictures. The high wire act of celebrity deals on one side.
Right, the big splash.
And the steady climb of content marketing, building value step by step on the other.
The slow burn.
When you put these two very different marketing philosophies next to each other, what sort of deeper truth emerges about how brands try to connect?
Well, it really forces you to think about a company's fundamental approach to interaction, doesn't it?
How so?
Both strategies ultimately aim for awareness and sales, sure. But one approach, the celebrity one, is basically borrowing external influence, renting star power with all the risk that entails.
Like buying visibility.
Kind of. While the other, content marketing, is about building internal authority, earning trust by consistently delivering value. It's about being seen with influence versus actually being influential yourself.
That's a great distinction. Seen with influence versus being influential.
And I think the key insight, especially with content marketing, is that you're not just attracting eyeballs, you're cultivating an informed audience that actively chooses to engage because you're helping them. That leads to a much more resilient, loyal customer base.
So understanding this difference helps you, the listener, see past the surface level of an ad or a blog post.
Exactly. You can start to analyze the why behind a company's choices. Are they going for the quick, maybe risky splash?
Or are they investing in building a real long-term relationship based on substance?
And those choices directly impact their reputation, their bottom line, and ultimately the kind of connection they build with you.
So we've covered a lot of ground today. We went from the drama and risk of big celebrity deals like that whole Kobe Bryant Nike saga.
A real cautionary tale.
All the way to the smart, strategic success you see with content marketing from companies like Moz and Buffer.
Building value piece by piece.
And what really seems to stand out at the end of the day is that whether a company is chasing mass recognition or aiming for that deep customer connection, the way they choose to engage with you, the consumer, that fundamentally shapes everything, their success, their reputation, their identity.
It really does. Those choices speak volumes.
So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. As you see all these brands and messages coming at you, how might you weigh the authenticity, the reliability? When a brand reaches out, what kind of value, what kind of relationship are you actually looking for?
That's the key question, isn't it? What do, as a consumer, or maybe even a future business owner, truly value?
Something to think about. Keep asking those questions.
And we'll keep digging deep.